What it do? It's your boy Dub Sounds, and this is Dub on the tape. And we got another good one for you, man. It's coming out of Pico Rivera, where it's dealing with a 20-year-old U.S. citizen that got involved with ICE. And they said he was held for 30 hours and wouldn't let go. And man, it has caused a lot of outrage. So let's go ahead and dive into it. Let's get it.
Federal immigration agents detained a U.S. citizen outside of a shopping center in Pico Rivera, California.
What is he doing? He's a hard worker, bro.
20-year-old Adrian.
All right, right off the jump, I see an issue already. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of how the young man feels, one thing you can't do is jump in the officer's face asking him questions. What did he do? What did he do? Unless you were involved, you was with the guy. I don't know, my guy. I don't know, Adrian. You know what I'm saying? You might have got a little too aggressive at the beginning. Now, once again, this is just the beginning. I haven't seen the whole full clip yet. We're going to dive into it more. But I'm just saying, originally off of that right there, I'm just like, hold on. You know, stand back and ask, you know what I'm saying? You don't got to get that close. Whether you know it or not, whether you legal or not, you can't get that close on an officer, especially yelling at his face. Let's keep going.
Adrian Martinez was on a break during his shift at Walmart when he saw federal agents take a man who was cleaning the shopping center parking lot. Surveillance video from a business nearby appears to show Martinez jumping out of his car and wheeling the man's equipment cart in front of the agent's vehicle.
Oh, okay. He jumped out of his car. So that's another thing. You can't jump out of your car, man, out the blue like that. The officers don't even know what you're doing. They don't know if you got a weapon or if you about to attack them. Like, man, this can go all kind of ways. And I haven't even seen the whole thing yet. And already 38 seconds in, and I done seen two problems. But once again, I'm not taking no sides. Let's keep it rolling.
A Customs and Border Patrol spokesperson told CNN that the videos are missing critical moments and don't tell the whole story of agents being, quote, confronted by a hostile group. In a post to X, U.S. Attorney Bill Essaley said Martinez, quote, was arrested for an allegation of punching a Border Patrol agent in the face after he attempted to impede their immigration enforcement operation.
Dude, you got me doing that shit. This is my civil right. I can record you if I want. Hey, yo, what the look. Put it in the car. Yeah, these are legal citizens, you pieces of you.
It is not clear from videos of the incident whether a punch was thrown. Martinez's attorney told CNN they have seen no evidence to support the allegation that he punched an agent. The criminal complaint against Martinez also does not mention him punching an agent or striking an agent's arm.
I don't know, man. Look like to me he was kind of in the wrong. Now, did he throw a punch? That part I'm not sure about. You know, that's allegedly. So I don't know. I didn't quite see him throw a punch. Maybe there's some more footage out there. And then nobody in the background yelling, oh, he's a legal citizen. He's illegal. What does that mean? If you're impeding an investigation, it doesn't matter if you're legal or not. You're gonna get detained. You might not get arrested. There's a difference between being arrested and detained. You're gonna get detained. You're gonna get put to the side so you can stop impeding on what they got going on that you don't even fully know all the details of. He on his break, he jump out of his car, jump in front of the officer's face and go to yelling at him like, come on, bro, think smarter. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with you protesting and going against what ICE might be doing, but do it in a better manner. So yeah, man, come on now. And also let me know what y'all think, man. Do y'all think ICE was targeting U.S. citizen in that matter? I don't think so. You know what I'm saying? Let me know in the comments what y'all think. Because to be honest with you, they don't know if he's a U.S. citizen or not. I mean, maybe he was in his work uniform. Yeah, on his work bed. So I mean, it's kind of, you know, self-explanatory there, but you never know, man. But let's go ahead and move on to this next one.
Outrage continues in Pico Rivera. After a U.S. citizen is arrested by federal agents, the young man was reportedly trying to help a janitor who had been detained by federal agents.
Well, now new security video is raising questions about what really happened. Fox 11's Gina Silva has that story.
They're putting hands on him.
The arrest of U.S. citizen 20-year-old Adrian Andrew Martinez sparked outrage and protests in Pico Rivera.
it is a lot more difficult to make these arrests.
Border Patrol Assistant Chief David Kim told Fox 11 News Martinez was arrested for this reason.
The narrative right now is just a U.S. citizen was arrested for no reason, but that subject punched 2 agents.
We obtained the security video, which shows the entire incident from beginning to end. We also spoke with Martinez's mother.
Now they're saying that he attacked them, so they want to press charges, saying that he was attacking them. But in the video, it shows everything.
Take a close look. Martinez pulls up next to the Border Patrol truck and gets out of his car. As the truck begins to move, Martinez moves the trash bin.
Can't do that. You see what I'm saying? You jump out of your vehicle, then you take and pull that trash bin or whatever that is, that little cart. You pull it in front of another vehicle to block him from moving. Like, what part of this makes you above the law? Even though we don't know what's going on with the guy that they was actually there for. But that don't give you the right, nor me the right, to sit here and impede on that just because I disagree with the situation that's going on. You don't know what that dude did. Maybe he did something. Maybe they investigated on it. Maybe they had video footage. We don't know because they don't really speak on it too much. But bro, calm down. Y'all people got to calm down, man. Like, protest and disagree with something, but do it in a better manner because this right here ain't helping. It ain't helping your case. It ain't helping ICE. It ain't helping no one. This is a lose-lose situation. All you're doing is making it worse, man. So also, let me ask you this question. Should Adrian Martinez not got involved, or was he right? If you feel like he was right or he was wrong, let me know in the comments, man, on what you feel. Let's keep it rolling.
Patrol truck and gets out of his car. As the truck begins to move, Martinez moves the trash bin. One agent shoves the bin aside and pushes Martinez, knocking him to the ground. Martinez gets back up and continues arguing. A second agent also pushes him. When Martinez
right there, the agents was being a little aggressive on that one. Now that one I got to say, on ICE on that one, he's a little aggressive. The first push, all right, cool. But the second dude, all right, bro, y'all doing a little too much now. This is part of the reason why y'all having these protests and people are going against what y'all doing. Because in moments like this right here, when you got an opportunity to handle it better, you botch it. Tighten up, ICE. Tighten up on both sides, man. I'm calling everybody out that's wrong on this scenario.
Walks toward the agents again. They immediately respond, taking him down quickly. He can be seen resisting as they attempt to restrain him.
To say that he is the aggressor is absolutely untrue.
Defense attorney Dimitri Gorin watched the security footage closely. He says no punches were ever thrown by Martinez.
The first instance of physical force in this video appears to be the larger law enforcement officer shoving to the ground and then being helped by other law enforcement officers to hold this employee down.
This is totally different ballgame. Please be careful.
Retired LAPD detective Moses Castillo says he understands the outrage many people feel watching members of their community being detained by ICE. But he warns that interfering with a federal investigation can be dangerous. And
right there, interfering with the federal investigation. You know what I'm saying? Then the attorney was trying to say he wasn't the aggressor. I mean, it's kind of 50-50. He wasn't the aggressor if you mean physically, but he was the aggressor when he took his car, got out of his car, when he could have just kept going by because it didn't have nothing to do with him. They weren't there to see him. He had no reason to get out of his car and put himself in that situation. So on that part, yes, he was the aggressor. So you got to look at it from both scenarios. You know what I'm saying? Don't just look at the physicality of it where the officers was doing a little too much. But he also put himself to be pushed when he got out the car. Stay your butt in the car, man. Drive past. You know what I'm saying? Get at a certain distance where you can record and talk your stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because you can, outside of 10 feet, you can stand back, record, and talk your stuff. But you got to get in their face and do all that extra stuff, man. And that's the reason why ICE is moving the way that they moving. They getting extra aggressive because they getting tired.
and people need to be aware of the serious consequences.
When you interfere with law enforcement in California, you probably get arrested for a misdemeanor and maybe not face criminal charges. But with the federal agents, you're looking at some serious federal time, anywhere between 1 year in federal prison up to 8 years if there's any physical contact, or if you strike a federal agent, you could go up to 8 years. And if there's any serious injuries suffered by the federal agents, you could go up to 20 years.
Castillo says people have every right to voice their displeasure and record what is happening. That is protected under free speech. But anything beyond that, he warns, could lead to serious legal consequences.
I mean, it's in plain black and white right there, people. You know, you have a right to, you know what I'm saying, to protest, but you also can't intervene at the same time. So you got to stand back, record, say what you got to say, don't shoot no threats, and you're good. But once you start getting inside of that threshold where they feel unsafe, that you might jump in to help that person or whatever the situation might be, nah, it ain't gonna go too well for you. So I don't know what to tell you at this point, man. Also, man, if you're still here right now, still watching, hit the like for the algorithm. Also, man, subscribe and hit that notification bell. Let's keep rolling. Also, we're gonna jump into this next one right here. We're gonna jump into the next one. Keep this thing rolling and see what Face of the Nation has to say on this situation, man.
Out of Los Angeles, where ICE operations continue, and businesses in Latino majority areas say they are seeing a massive impact by the raids that you're seeing photographed there. This is affecting areas like LA, downtown LA especially. Restaurant owners say customers and workers are not showing up because they're afraid of ICE raids. In fact, look at this. This encounter is raising eyebrows. You can hear it there as well. Video showing ICE detaining a 20-year-old.
Hope. I'm glad they showed that side right there. You know, he kind of pushed the man off. He told him to go ahead and move on. And as he walked away from him, he walked beside him. So that's aggression, people. Again, I'm not taking ICE's side. I'm not taking Adrian's side. I'm just looking from the outside in. He's being the aggressor right there. Not physically, but he's getting in the way of an investigation. And that's, I mean, it don't matter if it's ICE, it's the state police, it doesn't matter. You can't do that. Can't do it.
U.S. citizen. He's in the blue Walmart vest there. ICE has since said the man was detained for interfering with an operation. You'll remember Pete Hegseth was asked by members of Congress yesterday if this was happening extensively. So let's get to CBS News correspondent Nydia Cavazos reporting from our Los Angeles bureau. Nydia, a U.S. citizen detained. That really speaks to what Pete Hegseth was asked about in Congress there. What do you know about that?
Reid, federal officials here in LA continue to emphasize that anyone who tries to interfere with any ongoing operation or enforcement activity will be detained regardless of their immigration status, as is the case with this 20-year-old who happens to be a U.S. citizen and who happened to be in the parking lot while federal agents arrived to conduct an immigration enforcement activity. Now, officials and the U.S. attorney based in LA has come out to say that this 20-year-old will be facing federal charges. But at the same time, his family has come out to say that they're working with their congressional representative to try to locate where their son is currently being detained and get some more answers on his case.
Okay, so those are ICE agents, but we also know you're reporting from Los Angeles, where National Guard troops, and the question of who has the authority to call them in, California Governor Gavin Newsom or President Donald Trump. What is the status of those National Guard troops right now?
For now, while this legal case continues, we know that 2,000 troops were deployed earlier this week by the Trump administration, and these troops have been deployed despite the fact that demonstrations are no longer happening in downtown LA. But we do know that they've been tasked with protecting federal buildings and federal personnel, and so this is a situation that we continue to see in LA, as well as Marine troops who are still in this region.
All right, Nydia Cavazos, thank you for that.
I mean, what else can you say on the matter, man? What else can you say? The young man got in the way. I think he did a little too much. Also, the ICE officers, I think they did a little too much. Matter of fact, while we're speaking on it, do you think ICE should continue doing its job the way it's doing it? I mean, do you agree? Let me know how you feel in the comments if you agree with ICE or not. There's only one way to put it. He should have stayed back. You know, should he been held as long as he was? Allegedly, they said they held him for 30 hours and then they let him go. He said that he was showing his birth certificate and his social security card and they didn't believe him. I don't know how far that goes. There might be some truth behind it. You know, let me know how y'all feel in the comments, man. We out.